What Dave Chappelle is saying here is nothing but facts.
Watching the news now, they're declaring the end of the Trump era. Now, okay, I can see how in New York you might believe this is the end of his era. I'm just being honest with you. I live in Ohio amongst the poor whites. A lot of you don't understand why Trump was so popular, but I get it because I hear it every day. He's very loved. And the reason he's loved is because people in Ohio have never seen somebody like him. He's what I call an honest liar. Well, I'm not joking right now. He's an honest liar. That first debate, I'd never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire screaming at the top of his lungs, "This whole system is rigged," he said. And across the stage was a white woman, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, sitting over there looking at him like, "No, it's not." I said, "Now, wait a minute, bro. It's what he said." And the moderator said, "Well, Mr. Trump, if in fact the system is rigged, as you suggest, what would be your evidence?" You remember what he said, bro? He said, "I know the system is rigged because I use it."
Wow. See, now this isn't something that just applies to white people. Not only white people would be interested in something like this, not only white people would be amazed by something like this. Everybody, anybody, even myself, as a black person, I was captivated by this man because, like Dave Chappelle is saying, he's an honest liar. The guy owns his shit. He's not coming out to bullshit you. He's human. He displays his flaws. All other politicians will be hiding their flaws and painting themselves to be saints. And this guy is telling you that this system is rigged. And the evidence that is rigged is because he himself uses the rigged system. Now, can you say, "Oh, that's evil for him to use the rigged system"? No, it's legal. That's why he's using it. It's legal. He could have just kept quiet and continued to use the system and continue to lie to people and say, "You know what? No, the system is not rigged. It's because you're not smart enough. You're not good enough. That's why you're not here." But he's telling you, "I am part of these people. I know the shit they're doing and I want to change the system. Put me in office and I will change this thing." That was Trump's appeal. Before 2016, I never heard of Trump, but the first time I heard of him, I was simply captivated by this man. And I mean, he was something else. He was just himself. He kept saying things that, yes, would seem outrageous, and CNN would blow them out of proportions. And then when you go check them out, you say, okay, this guy isn't as crazy as CNN is painting him out to be. There is some substance to what he's saying. There's some truth to what he's saying. He might be saying it in a very flamboyant, annoying manner, but at the root of it, at the heart of it, there is some truth to what he's saying. And that was his appeal. That was why people loved him. It isn't because Trump embodied any sort of virtue. He didn't embody any sort of personal virtue. Some people will tell me, "Oh, you're supporting Trump because you're a Christian." And I'm like, if it's on the grounds of religion or Christianity alone, Trump will be the last person I would support because he didn't embody any sort of Christian or spiritual values that were worth emulating. But there was something else about him. He was honest. He was telling you the truth. Trump brought a lot of these. He brought a lot of things that were hidden to the front burner, to the front conversation. He just opened up everything, and now there are some things that people can openly talk about that before nobody was talking about them. That was Trump's appeal. And Dave is right in this regard.
I said, "God damn." And then he pulled out an Illuminati membership card and chopped a line of cocaine up and did it right into the podium. No one ever heard someone say something that true. And then Hillary Clinton tried to punch him in the taxes. She said, "This man doesn't pay his taxes." He shot right back. "That makes me smart."
And it's true. And it's true.
And then he said, "If you want me to pay my taxes, then change the tax code."
Perfectly. If you want me to pay my taxes, because the reason he's not paying his taxes in the first place is that the tax code allows for him to be able to do that. There are so many loopholes that allow billionaires to get away with a lot of things. And if you want him to pay his taxes, fix those loopholes. Hey, I wrote this very kick-ass crime fiction novel, which also features a thought-provoking debate on race and colonialism. If you'd like to support this channel, please grab a copy. The link is in the description below. Thank you.
But I know you won't, because your friends and your donors enjoy the same tax breaks that I do.
Exactly. The politicians' friends and their donors, they're the people who lobby the politicians to make these things, and they're enjoying the same thing. So you cannot hold Trump to say, "Oh, you're not paying your taxes." Well, this system was designed by you, the politicians, in the first place. and it is legal, even if it is morally wrong, even if it is wrong in its entirety. It's legal. It was designed by you politicians to be so. So if you want, you can't just single out one person and say, oh, they're unfairly using the system. No, the system was designed to be unfair in the first place.
And with that, my friends, a star was born. No one had ever seen anything like that. No one had ever seen somebody come from inside of that house, outside, and tell all the commoners, we are doing everything that you think we are doing inside of that house. They just went right back in the house and started playing the game again.
Who wouldn't be impressed by that? Who wouldn't be impressed by that level of honesty? Who wouldn't be impressed by that level of openness? The guy was exposing the game. And people look at this guy and say, oh, he's crazy. I think the Trump presidency was a very good thing for American politics because it just opened up a lot of things. It liberalized a lot of things. Things that were hidden by politicians. And now it's out there. Everyone can see it. Everyone can have a debate about them. So people paint him out to be this monster. CNN painted him to be a monster. But they underestimated his appeal. They underestimated why he has this huge following. They don't understand why he's so popular. They don't understand the emotions behind it. Because people are seeing this guy and say, yes, he's one of us. He understands our plight. He's going to fight for us. Whether or not he does that by the end of the day is a matter of its own. But the way he's presenting himself that I am one of you. It's just like Elon Musk. He's a billionaire, but you see him on Twitter modeling himself all the time, making memes. You see, it's just like he's very relatable. It's like the average Joe. He's like the average guy. He's not elitist. Even though he has that much power, he has that much influence, he is not elitist. And he wears his flaws in his sleeves. So people see him as a real human being rather than a robot that other politicians present themselves to be. So that's the video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.